Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we will be starting a series for the game Child of Light. And already, this game has started on the absolute wrong foot. This is an Ubisoft game, and it has Uplay involved. Now I have no experience with Uplay before I started trying to get this game to run and be installed and be recorded. And already, before I've even hit new game, I've had to go through a secondary process, have a secondary DRM service of Uplay installed and running on my PC, which could certainly suffer from having those processes going. The achievements are not in Steam. Even though I bought this game in Steam, all it did is give me an activation code and launch right into the Uplay service, which seems just downright fraudulent. Really, it is rather frustrating, and I haven't even started the game. And I can already tell you, if you don't want to do Uplay, if you don't want some extra frustration that you really shouldn't have to put up with, I can already say before even starting the game, don't buy this game. And that is just horrible foot, and it's all 100% because of Ubisoft and wanting to force their own system down your throat and make you play in their system and get your email address. If I click Uplay here or downloadable content, it pops up an overlay that won't show up. I'll just get an empty screen. So I'm already mad at this game. I don't even know what the game is. Wow. If I wasn't a YouTuber, if I wasn't committed to actually reviewing this game, I would just say don't buy it now and stop right here already. And then I'd say don't buy anything with Uplay because it's garbage. People have almost universally said it's a garbage system, that it shouldn't exist. I don't think even Ubisoft is really committed to it. But they seem too lazy to really be take it out of their system, too. So that's annoying. Alright, so let's look at the controls here. I'm gonna have just, seems like 2 buttons right now, an interact and a jump, fly, and dash, all on the A button, which seems a little strange. We're gonna be playing on casual because playing anything on hard doesn't make sense. This is strange. I can't play like this. Skip battle intros by default was turned off. No, I want to see the game at least. Music, I hope the music is at the right level. It might be a little too loud. And we're playing at 1080p with fluid simulation. And apparently there's some kind of dress or DLC stuff to change Aurora, who is the main character. Now, for a secondary character, there is this guy named Igniclus. I don't know how you pronounce that. He seems to be able to glow and dash. And then Igniclus 2-player seems to be on controller 2. Controller 1. So apparently there will be different points in the game where we can control the player. Or maybe not. Maybe all of these will just overlap. That should be interesting. I've heard this game is supposed to be like a JRPG as we try to move past and just return to our calm and begin this game. So this should be interesting. This is gonna be a little bit longer than some of the games I've recorded lately. So hopefully we can play this for a little bit longer and it doesn't get any more annoying than it already is. In fact, I want it to become a lot less annoying. Anywho, let's begin the game now. That's enough ranting. For players who want to focus on the story and atmosphere. Yes, we will be playing on casual.
Child, tuck yourself in bed and let me tell a story of Lemuria, a long-lost kingdom, and a girl born for glory. In Austria was a crown land ruled by a duke. Aurora was his daughter, child of a duchess mysterious, beloved by her father. He raised the girl alone. They were rarely apart, till the duke felt lonely and misplaced his heart. It was the Great Friday before Easter 1895. Players performed for the duke, his new bride at his side. That night, Aurora went to sleep. The fire burned down low. She caught a chill that spread. Her skin was cold as snow. At dawn they found her, vacant, Aurora's light gone out. Her father wept and pleaded, but there could be no doubt. For all intents and purposes, Aurora was dead. And yet, once upon a time, she awoke in a strange land instead.
Okay, that was pretty good. Poem. Nice animation. I think it's a little odd they were so specific. What am I seeing? I must be dreaming. Boo, Ubisoft. Uplay sucks. I like this button or moon or whatever it is. Family crest. The Girl and the Firefly, number 1. So, we have Wake Me from the Slumber. I don't think I'm going to actually read out what she's saying. Normally I would read the text on the screen, but honestly I think since this is such a poetic thing, I would just make it worse. So keep your eyes out if she's gonna speak a lot. This is a either very windy world or it's a fluid world. Left to the Tree of Thorns. So this branch seems to bend a little bit, but probably not enough. And we can't go any further that way. Good. That's what I figured. I have a HP of 14 and a magic power of 6. In the lower right corner we're getting a small icon when we save. I think I turned off everything as far as in-game overlays for Uplay. Right to the old monastery. I don't want to see them. I wouldn't want to see them in any game, any in-screen. I don't know about this. It is supposed to be a poem, but if they're just gonna write the poem, people are gonna have to read it themselves. Because I'm not gonna catch half of them. They're not putting the dialogue there long enough. This feels like a game that might very well do good if somebody took the entire dialogue of it and wrote it out on a web page, so you could read this, what would be an incredibly long poem, and see if it actually is any good when you start evaluating it completely. Well, there's a spider up there. So we've yet to be shown anything as far as any ability to fight or anything like that. You cannot play this even this far and not feel like this was inspired by Limbo. Right to the old monastery, left to the altar of Mathelds. How do you get down? Press down and A. A child running around the forest. This is at least trying a different perspective because it's bright and colorful. Steady, only little kids scare easily. Well, unless I can convince this thing to attack me, which I don't think I can. I can't get up to that point either. So it feels like this game is going to start off very quickly by giving us the ability to get a new function or jump higher. I guess since we looked at the controllers, we know there's a dash. So there's probably like a double jump type thing. I guess we're just gonna walk right past those. Seeing maybe slightly too much focus on saying the poem. This needed to be voiced completely. Definitely. Every single bit of dialogue, if you're going to do a poem, needs to be voiced. Very few people want to just read. Okay. Shall I even read this part? Who spoke? I did. Shake the dew from your eyes before mold grows, that's common sense. A firefly that speaks advice. So when they have actual conversation, it's not a poem. My supper must have been too dense. Food sounds good, but I am lost. Ever heard of an Aurora? Why, sir, she is me. Both sir and she, a split Aurora. Perhaps you're some kind of flora. What? Okay, so perhaps you're some kind of plant? Cease your foolishness at once. I'm Aurora, I am she. Oh, why didn't you say so? Follow me. A lady waits. Hair long as a forest stream, with skin like moss and gleaming eyes. A seer, she'll know the way out of this dream. So the fact that this was set at a very specific date. Oh, come on, really? Oh, okay, I get it now. Use the right stick to move this. For a second there, I thought it said use the left stick to move because I guess I didn't read the whole thing. And I'm like, we're way too far past the point where left stick to move would have been helpful. So we know this is here. But what does this thing do? I guess if we don't do anything, it'll just get stuck on behind us. On the back of the wall. I look like a giant Trent tree creature. Okay, so if we don't move it at all, it'll just follow us. Good. Because I thought it would be very annoying if I had to sit here and move one and move the other, or try to move them both at the same time. Particularly since this one, if we do just a quick speed test of moving here, you can see that this guy moves way faster than the girl does. So to get it to stay somewhere close, I guess we have to leave it alone for a while and then it will start floating. Now, it's not a camera changer, though. Oops, if you click on it, it will glow brighter, and that apparently powers her up to Super Saiyan level 1 or something, and that uses his energy. If I click on the left stick, it doesn't do anything. So I fly this guy around plants to collect wishes, is what they were called? I think I do have to read, because I'm reading them anyways, and it's just gonna be silence. So you're gonna have to, as a viewer, sorry, put up with somebody with probably about the worst reading and voice for a poem reading this. I imagine these would refill. Refill our HP and our magic power. Maybe even give us experience. Very classic child story here. Going to an old witch seer. Let's see. Maybe you get a little bit more of a bonus if you swipe. Maybe there is some real game to that. To swipe it as it goes and then come back and collect all that's left. Because there's 2 collectibles there. Seems like. The path right over this tree, but I cannot fly there with thee. Trapped, the door is barred. A scepter around a translucent sphere. Clear as glass, that's the answer. Clear as glass, the answer. Sir Firefly, ignite your rear. Whoa, I barely know you. Do it and I'll show you. The 3 scepters cast a shadow. Oh. We have to match the symbols fast. Hold left trigger to make him glow. Really? Alright. That's kind of cool. How she figured that out so quickly is a little confusing. I kind of wish she had worked through that puzzle a little bit more. Sir Firefly, the path is clear, but who would put a door here? I would like to see a classical voice actor actually try and cover this. Just the dialogue on this. Because there was something here that might be interesting. But for the player that just have to read it, this is a person with OCD just rhyming, which sometimes I do that. I don't think I have particularly OCD, but maybe I do. Remove the sword underneath. Who spoke? Some sort of ghost? The Lady of the Forest, I'm sure of this. Aurora, take the sword of Mathelus. But yeah, sometimes I'll just start saying words that rhyme and not stop myself for a few sentences. And I feel really silly because I feel like I'm talking like these people are talking for no reason. So, like, we're gonna pull Excalibur from the stone, I suppose, and become the true queen. It feels real. Look at the gleam. Run, that looks mean. Fortunately, I wield a sword in this dream. The timeline shows who will act next. So I can, flee, I can party, I can act, I can potions. So, assume X here. Nope, A. I can slash for a cast time of medium, or I can defend. Well, I would hope the slash works. I think for the first fight, it would be bad if I had to defend first. Also, I don't have a shield, so how am I defending? With the sword? And then, I suppose if there was more than one character, we could recover this. And it looks like I can go over there and collect dreams to regenerate. So, attack. And I attack first. And now he's gonna attack. Oh, so I should have known, actually, that I could have attacked with no damage. So it's attack slash that. We got it. And I recovered all my health while I was there. And probably would have recovered my health either way. Oh, look, her hair flows in the color of, in the direction of the little dewdrop. So I will grant them that we have gotten away from Limbo at least. Limbo was all about being a world in which you could only flee and run. This is very much the standard JRPG classic type game. Although I'm not sure if this really falls into a JRPG realm as much as it is just an RPG realm right now. I'm not seeing anything here that is classically Japanese. This feels more just like an RPG that, if anything, it would be an ARPG for Austrian. That is simple, I'm done. So, hold left trigger with this to slow a foe. And then act slash that. So he's blinding him? Ah. And then act, and then defend. Ah, there's the defense. Act slash. But you have to sit there and just hold the thing. So we've leveled up. Alright, classic RPG. I haven't played an RPG on my channel for a while. I'm glad to get to this. I've been playing a lot of games that have been somewhat similar. So HP goes up by 6, the MP goes up by 1, and the strength goes up by 2, and the defense goes up by 5, and the magic goes up by 2. Select new skills for Aurora. Wow. Let's just take a moment to look at this. So we have slash. We could do light ray with a 10% attack of chance of killing a targeted dark creature instantly. It's a very long cast time. Or MP upgrade here. Let's see. Then strength upgrade. Defend 2, dodge percent upgrade, magic defense upgrade, strength upgrade. Uh, Now if there's a strength upgrade, that inherently indicates we're going to get a stronger weapon. Uh, so that probably isn't going to happen anytime soon. But I will want to get the first strength upgrade uh, eventually. And then it seems like there's nothing more that we can see past the strength 5. The light ray here, magic defense, dodge, counterattack, uh, defense, magic upgrade, light ray, defense, counterattack, defense. You know, every single one of these seems to be heavy with defense. So this seems like the magic attack and magic defense. This seems like the physical defense and magic defense path, which is a strange combination. What's this? Flash of light targeting a single creature. Light is strong against dark. Magic upgrade, magic defense. Elevate damage, increase damage, magic. Starlight 2. Magic upgrade. Starlight. Elevate damage. So, what's strange is strength must be your physical damage. It has to be. So this seems like the right path to go through, is increasing your physical damage, increasing your physical defense, and getting some magical defense upgrades spelled out here. It's a very strange skill tree because none of the branches are specialized in anything. Right now we can't hit left or right bump to go to a different character, so we're not ready for that. And I could either get Starlight here instantly, let's see, or I could get a magic power upgrade. I think it's probably helpful to get Starlight just to begin with, even though I still feel that this is the best thing. We probably want to get Starlight 1, Light Ray 1. Those are the only things really until you get up to elevate damage and counterattack and defend 2. Wow, and when we hit back here we see you have a whole party, so we're gonna get some more party members. Let's see, Oculi seems to be an equipment. Inventory seems to have enough slots. Confessions seems to be some kind of collectible. I wonder if that's just for this area or if that's the collectibles for the entire game. And so, yeah, I guess we got the sword and we've begun this, and it's gonna be very strange. The irritating part here is why. Oh, I turned on skip battle intros. Ah, darn it. So we'll see some battle intros next time. The question is why in this options menu, which is a mess of an options menu. It is ambitious to keep everything on one screen, but it's not easy to read and figure out what you're looking at when all the important things are hidden down here. But why is there not voice acting in this game? That's the biggest problem. This game screams out for it. Anywho, that's gonna be it for this recording. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the Uplay rant. We won't talk about Uplay anymore, hopefully. I end all my episodes the same way. I ask you to like this video, I ask you to share it with your friends, I ask you to comment if you want to, and I ask you to watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name Rydo. That'll get you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. If you can click that and make a donation, it would be greatly appreciated. Also on my main YouTube page is a playlist tab. Click that. Look at all the playlists I have for games I've covered. Go check some of those out. I've covered a lot of games, and that'll help me out too. And then I ask you to follow and friend me on all the social media sites that you're on. Down below in the description I have links to Tumblr, Twitter, Google+, Facebook. You can friend me on Steam, you can friend me on Duddle.net. Don't bother trying to friend me on Uplay because it's not a system I'm going to pay any attention to. And I certainly wouldn't want people donating me games, Uplay versions of games that elsewise could be on Steam. By following me on Twitter and Facebook and Google Play and Tumblr, you will be able to see right when I put out new videos. I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, so right about the same time. But if you can't wait even a second, you're gonna have to follow to see the second it posts. And I guess that is about it. So I love to wrap up, and I do mean it sincerely. So I say thank you for watching, and have a good evening. Have a good evening.